Here are 10 interesting psychological facts about quiet people. We all know someone who's more on the quiet side. These people don't say much and they rarely get noticed in social environments. Maybe they're a friend or a family member, or perhaps they're just someone you see around in your day-to-day life. Or maybe it's you. Nowadays, society often thinks that being loud and outgoing is one of the best ways to make friends and succeed, while being more reserved is often viewed as a negative thing. There's a lot more to quiet people than you might think. Let's look at some psychological facts about the silent types, so you can understand these individuals better, and maybe even learn a thing or two about yourself. Number 1. They aren't necessarily shy. It's easy to assume that a quiet person is shy or has low self-esteem. And while this can be true sometimes, it's not always the case. Quiet people don't like to draw attention to themselves. They may even go out of their way to avoid being the center of attention. But that doesn't mean they're shy. They can be friendly, talk with others, and socialize. Although they prefer to say less and listen more. Quiet types are not always comfortable sharing their feelings or their thoughts about something. Number 2, they are incredibly loyal. Quiet people do not like being superficial just for having more friends. They prefer quality over quantity. So, getting close to them can take some time. They have very few genuine friends with whom they can truly connect with and trust. So, when you do become close, it's a big deal. In fact, loyalty is one of their most important values. They also know how to keep a secret and will always support you. Number 3, they aren't necessarily angry or depressed. Quiet individuals are often misunderstood by others as depressed or angry. While this may be true for some people, it's not true for all quiet individuals. Since they're more introverted, they may simply need to get away from the crowd for a while and have some alone time. They really enjoy spending time on their own, so they can reflect on life and learn from past experiences and mistakes without having to explain themselves. Number 4, they are curious, independent, and highly self-motivated. Quiet people are often curious, which leads them to try out new things. They are more independent and more likely to achieve their goals. These people don't need someone telling them what or when something needs to be done. They prefer to work alone because they like being in control of the situation. Quiet people are also imaginative and creative. This is because they spend a lot of time thinking about things that others might not think in the first place. Number 5, they are often highly sensitive and empathetic. You might be surprised to learn that quiet people are more likely to be sensitive and empathetic than their louder friends. This is because they have a strong emotional response to things. They might cry during sad movies or get upset more easily. However, this does not mean they are more inclined to act out in anger. They are simply more aware of their own feelings than those around them. Quieter people also have the ability to put themselves in other people's shoes and understand their emotions. Number 6, they're not necessarily bored, even if they look like they are. Quiet people are rarely bored. They might be thinking about something, enjoying the silence, and focusing on what's happening around them. But this does not mean they're having a bad time. And since they are active listeners, they can also be paying attention to a conversation without needing to jump in immediately as most people would. Additionally, quieter individuals get energized and focused from solo activities. They have a rich inner life, and they don't need to fill it with not needed hangouts or pointless conversations. Number 7, they are more self-aware. Quiet people are comfortable with who they are. In other words, they are very authentic. This trait makes them honest with themselves and others too. These folks don't second-guess themselves because they are very clear on how they feel about things. They have no problem telling others how they feel about something or that something isn't working for them anymore. These individuals also like opportunities where they can grow personally or professionally. Number 8, they're more emotionally stable. Generally speaking, quiet people are emotionally stable, which means they're more likely to have a positive outlook on life in general. This is because they have the ability to control their emotions. Quiet people are able to take in information without being influenced by it too much, or jumping to conclusions based on what someone else might think. For this reason, these individuals are better at dealing with difficult situations and can resolve problems more easily. Number 9, they're more patient. Quiet people are usually more patient than those who are loud. When a situation unfolds, they are more likely to wait for it to develop before coming up with an action or a fast conclusion. This patience comes from their ability to focus on the present moment and deal with one thing at a time. Quieter people don't rush into new experiences, which helps them be more aware of what's happening around them in the moment. As a result, they have more patience when it comes to dealing with situations. They're also less likely to make judgments or decisions based on an emotional response. Number 10. They are highly observant and have a good memory. Quiet people notice details and remember the small things. This is because they pay attention to their surroundings and listen carefully. They often remember what others say and do, and it's difficult to fool them. Quieter folks are also great problem solvers because they spend a lot of time analyzing situations before deciding what to do. As you can see, there is a lot to quiet people, and we could all benefit from learning something about them. The next time you're around someone who seems quiet, remember these traits we talked about. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.